So we're talking about America and whether it is in decline, and the reason that I ask is that a lot of people write in and they tell us that they're unhappy with, the joblessness and the approval rating of the president and Congress and the divisiveness that goes on between the political parties. So we're asking you what you think. Do you think that we're still a great nation just going through a rough patch, or do you think that maybe this is the start of a really desperate slide? If you want to tell us what you think, you can email me at lynn@lynndoyle.net. Now, the American people are telling the president what they think. And the most recent job approval polls indicate that they are not at all happy with President Obama. And do you think that that's an indicator of how Americans are feeling about their country? Americans are frustrated right now overall. It really doesn't matter. Before, they didn't like the Democratic Congress, and now that they're having some problems with the Republican Congress, they had problems with the Republican president, they're having problems with the Democratic president. But you know what's interesting? Whether it was immigrants back from de Tocqueville's days or today, the thing that Americans really were able to move forward on were the nature of the people. The people is what made us a great nation, and that's what folks focused on and said, you know what, because of you guys, because you are so open and you're so innovative and you do such great things, this is what makes this a place that I want to live in. And that has not changed, and only if we decide to abdicate that, then we will have real problems. If we accept that decline is relative, let's consider a comparison that is revealing. When the European Union said to the Greeks, you have got to cut back your government spending and your level of support for various government programs, people turned out in the streets in large numbers. They were mad, to the point of rioting in streets. Conversely, in the United States, when the president introduced a brand new entitlement, one of the largest in our history, with Obamacare, Americans turned out in large numbers to vote against that entitlement. That shows a difference in perception that I think is revelatory in some cases. And to that point, the one thing about America, and I've spent a lot of time in Latin America and other parts of the world, and there are a number of things that continue where America just has such an edge. Our institutions are second to none. If you have a dispute internationally, anybody in Latin America gets into a commercial dispute, they would rather resolve their disputes in American courts. Our financial system, we're having competition from around the world. I was part of the transition team on the Securities and Exchange Commission, and we are clearly getting competition from Australia and from the European Union. But America is still the lead financial dog.
Let me just say to my friend Ed, Americans love their benefits too. I mean, we've had new benefits like the prescription drug plan. No one was out in the streets demonstrating against that. Americans love their Medicare. They love their Social Security. No, but when you took it too far with Obamacare, people reacted viscerally. Some people did and some people didn't. I mean, that's just part of the division of thinking that's going on in this country. We're a diverse country. People have diverse views, and that's going to continue. There's no end in sight of that. Well, that was going to be my final question is, where's the hope? I mean, the nation looked to President Obama for change. We're not changed. Now they're unhappy with him. The hope is in innovation. I have a nephew that runs a country that creates smartphone applications. I mean, that's a business that didn't exist before. People that are sitting around waiting for someone to give them a job could have a long wait. People that go out there and create their jobs, different story. It's going to rest in an election that we're going to have a very vigorous discussion on what the proper role of government is, and it also rests in the fact that this country admits more people legally than the rest of the world combined. And that's a topic for another show. 2008, it wasn't so much about one man, it was about a movement, and it was about the fact that people felt empowered to make a difference. For the first time, you had many multi-generations that said, let's get involved and let's do it. If you recapture that, then you have something moving. It rests in the heart of the American people, because regardless of how competitive we are or anything else, we still like each other, and we will still fight for each other and die for each other. All right, on that note, I want to thank you all for being with us. I do want to share one final thought. Sid has written and says, no, our best days are not behind us. It is up to you and I to make the world a better place. Sid, I'm with you, man. Thanks for watching. We'll see you the next time.